Hi, my name is Kristine Amerson.
And I'm an educational docent on Wednesdays. As I considered which piece to submit for the Getty Underground, I was thinking about the uncertainty we have faced this year. And in that context, the Angel Gabriel with his message of hope seemed like a good choice. Every time this heavenly messenger appears in the biblical text, his first words are, "Fear not." What a beautiful phrase to contemplate during the coronavirus pandemic. The name Gabriel in Hebrew means God is my strength. According to tradition, Gabriel is known to be an archangel, a messenger sent to deliver heavenly guidance on earth. The orb Gabriel holds is a Christian symbol of authority used on coins and in iconography since the Middle Ages. The Latin translation means Christ conquers. The cross on the top of the orb represents Christ's dominion over the orb of the world, literally held in the hands of a heavenly messenger, the Angel Gabriel. Most of my adult life, I've admired the beauty and detail of illuminated manuscripts. When a friend showed me an icon of an angel that she had created at a workshop, I was swept away with its beauty. She encouraged me to give it a try, and I did, thinking it would lead me to one day create perhaps an illuminated manuscript. An icon is a religious painting filled with symbolism and the artist's own prayerful reflection. Each medium used and every color has a symbol of life and spirit. The process of creating an icon is known as writing an icon, and with a good instructor, writing an icon is a skill that can be learned. This icon of Angel Gabriel was created in 2016 while I participated in a 10-month workshop that met once a month for approximately 7-hour sessions. I participated in a prosopon school workshop which introduces students to the ancient practice and theory of Byzantine icon writing. The prosopon school employs a technique that uses light to create depth. The writing of an icon in this tradition is accomplished through a series of 22 methodical and symbolic steps. This board is made of poplar wood and was prepared with linen gesso. The traditional image is transferred onto the board using graphite. To the untrained eye, it may look like the artist is copying the icon, but the creation of each icon is more like a conductor interpreting a musical score. Every step of the process has a special significance. It begins with a blank wooden board and progresses with each layer of paint, clay, gold leaf, and finally the oil that seals the finished icon. The icon becomes a beautiful reflection of each individual. I am continually amazed at the scope and properties of the pigments used. The pigments are made of earthly substances like titanium dioxide, which comes from sand and makes a beautiful white, iron oxide, which makes yellow, red, brown, and orange, and chromium oxide, which makes green. The painting was done with egg tempera, which was used from 1 AD until the 1500s when oil paint was invented. The use of egg tempera helps maintain the vibrancy of the color. Making egg tempera paint is a time-consuming labor of love. Grinding colored pigments with egg yolk makes the tempera. Determining which pigments to use and then the amount of the pigment to get the color and consistency desired is a science in itself. If the pigment is heavy, like lead or iron, it will settle down into the mixture and must be continually stirred and then applied with great care. One of the most stunning features of an icon is its halo, which is also the most crucial and difficult part. The gold halo represents the sacred nature of the Angel Gabriel. Shiny 24-karat gold leaf follows a clay application called bowl. The clay symbolizes the earth from which man was made. After the clay dries, it's carefully burnished to a shine with an agate stone. The gold is attached with the breath of the iconographer, who breathes from his diaphragm a focused, moist breath over the clay, making its surface sticky so the gold will attach. The gold is applied in small strips laid side by side until the surface is covered. A halo like Gabriel's will need from 2 to 3 applications of gold leaf. Once the gold's applied, the iconographer can carefully gild the gold with a design of his own choosing. The icon represents both light and darkness. One of the first stages of applying pigments is called rose krish, which symbolizes the chaos of the earth. Through a series of applying highlights and floats of pigment, the darkness of the chaos eventually becomes the icon that you see. The icon comes to life moment by moment as each layer of the tempera dries. Every layer takes time. Some stages are not as aesthetically pleasing, but each is a necessary step. Eventually, lines are drawn into the image, giving it clarity. Brighter colors are added to the icon as highlights clarify the image. Alternating levels of floats soften the highlights. It's my desire that this icon of Gabriel inspire and infuses the viewer with hope. The psalmist reminds us that God has given his angels charge over us, protecting us and keeping us in all our ways. During this difficult season, may this icon of Angel Gabriel serve as a reminder to let go of fear and help us live courageously with compassion and love for others. Brene Brown says that darkness gives the search for light context and meaning. It's important to embrace them both. We are collectively in a dark season. May the light of this icon give us hope and peace.